At exactly 8:15 a.m. on August 6, 1945, a single bomb exploded above the Japanese city of Hiroshima. In less than 1 second, an entire city was transformed into an inferno. Tens of thousands of people disappeared instantly, and the world entered the nuclear age. What really happened that morning? And why does Hiroshima remain one of the most important events in human history? By the summer of 1945, World War II had devastated much of Europe. Germany had already surrendered, but Japan continued fighting despite enormous losses. The United States believed that invading Japan would cost hundreds of thousands of American lives, and possibly millions of Japanese casualties. Meanwhile, a secret project known as the Manhattan Project had produced the world's first atomic bomb. Hiroshima was selected as one of the targets because it was an important military and industrial center and had suffered little bombing, allowing scientists to measure the bomb's full effects. Early on the morning of August 6th, a B-29 bomber called Enola Gay took off from Tinian Island carrying a uranium bomb nicknamed Little Boy. At approximately 8:15 a.m., the bomb was released from an altitude of over 31,000 feet. 43 seconds later, it detonated about 600 meters above Hiroshima. The explosion released energy equivalent to roughly 15,000 tons of TNT. A blinding flash brighter than the sun was followed by a fireball reaching temperatures of several thousand degrees Celsius. Buildings simply vanished. People closest to the explosion were killed instantly. A powerful shockwave flattened nearly everything within several kilometers. Massive fires merged into a firestorm that consumed entire neighborhoods. Approximately 70,000 to 80,000 people died by the end of that first day. Thousands more were severely burned or injured. The explosion wasn't the end. Radiation continued to affect survivors long after the blast. Many developed acute radiation sickness, suffering from fever, hair loss, bleeding, and infections. Months and years later, increased rates of leukemia and other cancers appeared. By the end of 1945, total deaths related to the bombing are estimated at around 140,000 people. 3 days later, on August 9th, another atomic bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. Less than a week later, Japan announced its surrender, bringing World War II to an end. Historians continue to debate whether the bombings were necessary. Some argue they prevented an even bloodier invasion of Japan. Others believe the enormous civilian loss of life can never be justified. The discussion continues even today. Today, Hiroshima is a modern city filled with life. At its center stands the atomic bomb dome, a silent reminder of what nuclear weapons can do. Every year, people from around the world gather there to honor the victims and to remember one simple lesson. Some moments in history must never be repeated. Which historical event should we explore in the next 5-minute documentary? Let us know in the comments.